So Billie Eilish just went off, taking aim straight at Elon Musk and his growing fortune. She blasted the billionaire's massive pay deal and accused him of hoarding wealth while the world struggles. Fans are split. Is she calling for justice or just adding fuel to the culture war fire? Let's break down exactly what happened and why it's lighting up the internet. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the SNEWS where we cover stupid news powered by two peas out the pod, Johnny and Shay.
What's up, guys? So, about the whole Billie Eilish and this whole shenanigans, it's pretty much you know billionaire versus a millionaire.
Yeah. It's pretty much Robin Hood
It's
saying like, "Oh, give your money to the poor."
it's not really Robin Hood because at least Robin Hood came from the streets.
No, I'm just saying like that whole model, like the rich should give to the poor.
What she did?
No, that's Robin Hood. That's what she's telling him to do. Like, why aren't you giving your money away?
Yeah, well, because he has doesn't he have like 14 kids or something like that? Isn't he like a Nick Cannon?
Yeah, but you don't think he can afford his 14 kids? He can afford his 14 kids on 1 billion. He has how many hundreds of
That's so
billions?
very true. Yeah, no, I get the sentiment, but it's very hard for me to really kind of take a millionaire talking to a billionaire really seriously. Because I mean, if you're gonna say that, I mean, I'm sure she's gonna probably give some money away or whatever. Because that's if she's gonna say that, you have to kind of back it with what you mean. That I mean that's how it usually goes.
Yeah,
But
she did.
yeah, but I felt like still you could have did that from the beginning. Like if you would have like it's crazy how you can say that now because you're in the club. You get what I'm saying, and then you're able to say that in the club over there. But you could have did that from the beginning, been giving out your wealth and everything at the same time, and then got to that clubhouse saying, I've been doing this from Jump Street, but then you're doing that for a cause. And I felt like that's the blinding part of it. And I felt like it's great and you're gonna get sympathy from the public by all means, Billie Eilish, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really come across the right way because again, a millionaire to a billionaire is just you're still in the same club,
Yeah.
just in a different class.
So, guys, Musk's Tesla pay package could make him the first trillionaire if goals hit. So, I guess on the Tesla now, the new ones, you have to pay for everything to be able to use the car. So, you buy
What?
the car, but then you have to pay for like all the features inside the car to work right. So, that's where this money, extra money is coming from.
Wow.
So, it's like subscriptions, like you have to get a
Mm.
subscription to get this to work, a subscription to get the cameras to work, a subscription to get this to work. So,
Damn.
yeah. So Billy reshared a viral post showing how Fortune could end hunger and rebuild war zones. So that's kind of like where all this started. And then she called out the gap between space rockets and starving kids, which is pretty true. But I guess, in their eyes, they're going to get all the millionaires to Mars or something.
Well, you got to understand jet propulsion or any of that. That's actually how he would get to be on military projects. So like missiles or anything like that. Just because people to the public eyes, you're thinking, oh, okay, yeah, missiles. I mean, not missiles, but oh, we're going to space. We're doing that. No, no, no. They're doing government contracts for missiles or anything for defense and stuff like that. That's what
Mhm.
majority of their income comes from is from that department of their R&D.
Right.
So I mean, if you're thinking that they're just going doing that, they're still doing the government's bidding and just being like, all right, what do you need? We're
Right.
gonna build it.
So this isn't her first jab at it. She's questioned billionaire greed before. She's backed it up too. She donated $11 million from her tour to real causes. I guess that's a quarter of her net worth right now.
Oh,
That's
well,
pretty decent.
that's decent, but again, it's kind of crazy how like she's doing it, but she's still in a club of other people and she could have probably got like other people involved, but I hope she knows who her real friends are if she's doing this because then it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, Musk hasn't responded. I doubt he will, honestly. What is he going to say? The internet exploded. Supporters say she's brave. Critics call it hypocritical. Either way, Billy just fired shots at the richest man alive. So I don't know if that's a great idea, but
I mean, it's great, but it's not the equivalent of like me and you standing up or just kind of like not broken into like a main event, but at least got like became a plus one and then like kind of gave our views and how that society's out of touch.
Yeah,
So,
true. Do you wanna pull up, the thing that shows his, wealth? So he's gonna pull up a social media hit list. So we just have one item where we, have to show Elon. Nothing too crazy for this one today, guys. So, yeah, so just talking about how he's set to become the world's first trillionaire, because of the Tesla subscribe features, basically.
oh yeah, first trillionaire.
Because if you think about how many people have Teslas, then, if everybody's paying all these subscriptions to get their Tesla to work, like, think about how fast that's gonna add up. That's a monthly fee.
Damn,
That's like a GoFundMe on steroids, basically.
pretty much.
So, guys, is this activism or attention? That's a question. Her post landed the same week Musk's pay package made headlines. Some fans called her out for her selective outrage. Others praised her for saying what no one else will. Gen Z artists are turning social media into protests, not promotions. And Musk is obviously staying quiet, obviously, because it makes it trend harder.
And
Are you
played a
playing
little
that?
bit of the video as you were
Oh,
talking,
okay.
but there's no audio, so we're
Yeah. So she got an award and she even called out other billionaires too, not just Musk, but she, yeah, she basically said on there, that, she's sitting in a room full of billionaires and why are they all billionaires? They should be helping people. It is true. We watched a podcast recently where this economist talked about, yeah, there's a difference between making 30,000 and 70,000. Of course. There's a difference between making, 70,000 and 150,000. There's a difference between making 150,000 and 300,000. But after you get to a certain point, there's not really a difference anymore. You already have enough money to do everything you ever would need.
yeah.
So it's like 300,000, 500,000, a million, 5 million, 10 million, 30 million, 70 million, 300 million. At some point, you don't need any more money.
Yeah, no, I've always said my going rate is I just need 69 million
69 million.
or what how James would say it, 6 7 6 7 six
67
seven
million.
million. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's true. At some point, you don't need any more money like, you have everything you need, everything you want. You can literally pay all your bills. You don't have to even think about it. Go on a
Yeah.
vacation if you want. You can do whatever you
Matter of
want.
fact, I can just give Elon just 1 million, and I think my Tesla will just run perfectly well for just what is it? I think that's about 10 years. It should run pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. There have been other celebrity call outs, though, guys. So Taylor Swift blasted private jet billionaires and she pledged climate offsets. I think she's probably in that
Again,
club now. She's a billionaire.
yeah, she's a billionaire. She has a jet
Yeah.
herself, so it's that didn't really age
Yeah,
well
it did
for
age
her.
well.
And I'm sure like Billy, whatever you're doing right now, just know that you're doing this right now, but just know that it may come back and bite you in the
Yeah, it may
butt.
not age well, too.
Yes.
Bad Bunny called out the streaming giants, like Spotify and all them, for making billions.
Bad Bunny,
Yeah, not the artists.
the artist.
Yeah, Bad Bunny, the artist,
Oh,
called
okay.
out the streaming platforms because they're the ones making the billions, not the artists.
Yeah, that's definitely true, but you know, his music is on that streaming thing, so without that, he would have never got as much recognition. So I
Yeah,
mean,
but the whole point is they're not paying him fairly for
yeah,
it.
that's always been how the music industry always has been.
Yeah.
The only way you can do right is if you did it like how we're doing it, just from the bottom.
Mhm. And then Dua Lipa criticized luxury brand elites for exploiting creatives. Rihanna admitted wealth still makes her question what she can fix. And the funny part, I think she's a billionaire now.
The crazy thing is that doesn't she live off on her own island somewhere off in our
I don't
country?
know about an island, but they live in Barbados, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a great, probably great portion that she probably paid off, or
Yeah.
some land. But maybe she got like as much land as of Garth Brooks. What was that? 300 acres.
Yeah. The pattern, younger stars aren't afraid to challenge extreme wealth even when they have plenty of it. And then at some point you become a billionaire and then you're like, "Oh, now I have to actually put my, you know, what do they say? Put your money where your mouth is or whatever.
Yeah. Um. Again, we
I
we
think
we
she made the Billionaire Club with her underwear stuff.
yeah, but same thing with Oprah when it came to yeah, you're in a billionaire club, but then when you tried helping out, it either backfires or you have a financial
But didn't
issue.
she build one school in Africa, so it's fine? What?
Building one school in
I'm joking,
Africa,
I'm joking,
I was
I
about
don't
to
know.
say,
I think she did, but I think it's I don't know.
I don't know.
I think she has an Oprah school for girls in Africa or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, Billie's call out marks her shift from hitmaker to cultural critic. She's making activism part of her brand, not her PR plan. This moment spotlights a generational split, fame versus ethics, which, we'll see.
Again, we've seen this with celebrities that are trying to put their put their hand in on some issues. And it's always good to probably look in your own backyard before you just go out there and spitting off some crazy shit. And you know because remember, you may be pointing one finger, but remember you got three other fingers pointing right back at you.
So, guys, this moment, whether you agree or not, she made the wealth gap trend again. So, 2025 pop culture isn't about parties anymore, it's about accountability. So, we'll see kind of where it all goes.
Yeah, we'll see. Just know that snooze reported on this, and we'll try to see how that's going to age for her.
Yeah. So, guys, Billie Eilish didn't just post a rant, she challenged the system. One post, one billionaire, and a message that hit the algorithm and the conscience. So, guys, you're watching the snooze. Help us with our algorithm. Hit the subscribe button, drop your take below, hit the like button, and tell us, is it time the rich finally answer for it, or should they keep the money they earned? We'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace out.